This is KC Blitz.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to KC Blitz pregame. I'm Dan Lucy alongside of Matt Vereen, and we're going to get you ready for the Chiefs' third exhibition game of the season against the San Francisco 49ers. Last Saturday, the Chiefs lost at Pittsburgh. The game was delayed more than an hour because of a thunderstorm at Heinz Field, and because of the field conditions, the starters played just limited time. Patrick Mahomes orchestrating just 2 drives. Nice scramble here. He would go 2 for 5 passing for just 11 yards. But the one thing we did see was more defensive positives early in the first quarter. The Chiefs, Alex Okafor, off the edge, and he would sack the Steelers quarterback, Mason Rudolph. Chiefs would get the ball back, but not for long. Carlos Hyde, who's fighting for a place on the offense in the backfield, would get a lane, but he would cough up the ball here. Steelers would fall on it, and that would be Mahomes' final appearance in this game. But the Chiefs' defense would step up. Herb Miller would strip the ball out of Damian Wilson right here, and Reggie Ragland recovers for Kansas City. So the defense with a couple of shining moments early in this one. One negative, though, was Tyrann Mathieu. He's another player expected more time from, but he played just 1 drive, pulled for a shoulder injury, which the Chiefs did not expect to be very serious, and it wasn't. Late second quarter, Chiefs down 7-0 when Darwin Thompson would get the ball. The Utah State running back had a big game 2. He has a big game 3 here. Lateral movement there. The play is set for an inside run, takes it outside for a big gain, and then later in that drive, another standout rookie, Mecole Hardman, snags the 18-yard touchdown pass in traffic. That's his second preseason touchdown. That ties the game up at 7, but the Steelers would go on and win 17-7.
Now, Dan, while that Hardman touchdown was probably the brightest spot of the night, the road that brought him to Kansas City was anything but. During an offseason of questions around Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs took a chance on the Bulldog, and now they're happy to have him.
Down Chiefs. Hardman with the catch in the score.
We've all done team building before. You sit in a circle, hear your name called, and describe yourself in 1 word. Well, for Chiefs skill players, you'd probably hear the same word every time. Speed, speed, speed.
I mean, you name it, man. We got 4.2, 4.3, maybe 4.1. I don't know what Tyreek runs now. Who knows? But we got guys that can absolutely fly all over the field, and speed kills in this game.
So when the Chiefs' first draft pick of 2019 was called in the 2nd round, it shouldn't surprise many what they valued.
With the 56th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs have selected Mecole Hardman, wide receiver, Georgia.
They just drafted one of the fastest players in this year's draft, who also happens to be the best returner.
Georgia wide receiver Mecole Hardman made a habit of putting opponents' oxygen tanks to good use between the hedges. Hardman hauled in 59 catches for 950 yards and 11 touchdowns in his last 29 college games, including one I'm sure Mizzou fans want to forget.
A big shot wide open middle of the field to Mecole Hardman.
But if averaging 16.1 yards per catch in college didn't catch your attention, his combine time should have. His 4.33 40-yard dash even beat Tyreek Hill's mark by a narrow 1/100th of a second.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of confidence. He got a lot of speed, and he's using it very well. He got great hands, making a lot of plays, and it's just going to keep his confidence boosting, and he's going to be a great player.
But playing in the NFL requires more than just speed. And so far, Hardman seems to have it all, seeing as he's the only Chief with touchdowns in both preseason games.
At the end of the day, like I said, it's football, you know. The speed, faster, but as long as you prepare mentally, you'll be just fine. That's how I'm approaching the situation.
And the MVP has taken notice of his newest asset.
And he's not making the same mistake twice, so those are good, because whenever you get guys like that can play at a high speed and kind of learn from their mistakes, those guys end up being good players.
Hardman and Mahomes have already shown an ability to communicate between plays and sometimes during the occasional press conference.
Another season to try to cap off what you did last year.
I mean, it's obviously a great question. I can barely see your face with that chain on, but
this doesn't mean the Bulldog turned Chief is perfect. He and his coaches know he still has a lot to learn to reach his peak potential.
At the end of the day, he's still a rookie. He still has to learn how to become a professional. It's okay to flash, but it's great to be consistent.
That said, with the rookie already toasting defenses and matching cheetah pace, I'm betting he's going to fit right in to that set of speedy Chiefs.
I'm here now. I'm focused on getting better, winning this Super Bowl, and dominating in this league.
The 2018 Kansas City defense was one to forget, but they do return one of the top pass rushers in the league. How Chris Jones says the defense is coming together next on the Blitz.
We'll call it a fresh start for the Kansas City defense. Steve Spagnuolo now leads the charge, meaning a lot's going to look different, Dan, but not a key cog on the defensive line. Dan Lindblad tells us how Chris Jones is adjusting to his new role.
There's a lot of news surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Nothing standing out more than the switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3. That change should help one of the top pass rushers in the game return to form in 2019.
There haven't been many bright spots on the Chiefs defense recently.
It's intercepted, and it's going to be a pick six for Chris Jones.
With the exception of number 95.
Whether it's 3-4, 4-3, or whatever I'm playing, I feel like I can excel in it.
Chris Jones is coming off a 15.5 sack season, which was third in the NFL. It also accounted for nearly 60% of the team's total. Now in Steve Spagnuolo's base defense, Jones' numbers could be on the upswing.
He's got well-coached guys. That's from the sensitive guys from the head up. Spag, the way he go about his business, and it triggers down to the assistants, and it makes you even commit even more to this team than knowing that they're putting everything in all and to make sure that we come out here and be better than we was yesterday.
Along with the new defensive coordinator and scheme, Jones is going to be alongside a lot of new faces on the defensive line. Xavier Williams, Derek Noddy, and Breland Speaks are all returning. And in comes Alex Okafor, Emmanuel Ogba, and Frank Clark, who was 6th in sacks a season ago in Seattle.
5'5", Frank, you know, those are my guys, man, and we come together as a brotherhood. Whatever's going on the outside, we ignore it. We focus on what we can control right here.
I say we fierce, you know, competitive, and we come with a whole different type of swagger. I feel like when you bring everything together, you know, and that's your practice, you know, your training habits, and you know everything that comes with that. I feel like that's when you start to become a team.
Giving that front four one mean look.
It's different. It's very different, but it's a good different. I feel like the sky's the ceiling for us. We got a lot of depth. We got a lot of guys that can make plays. We got a lot of hidden talent that people don't know about that's going to be very special once they get the opportunities.
Jones has a lot to play for this season beyond Super Bowl aspirations. He's in the final year of his rookie deal with no long-term contract signed just yet, but made it clear that he's not letting that distract him from being ready to go in Week 1.
I'd love to spend the rest of my career here. I'm quite sure we'll work it out. I don't worry about that. I worry about learning the new schemes and the plays on this defense. I'm here now. I'm focused on getting better, winning this Super Bowl, and dominating in this league.
So far this preseason, Jones has been a bit quiet, getting a solo tackle and an assist in last week's loss to the Steelers. Back over to you, Dan and Matt.
Thanks, Dan. Of course, Lindblad, the newest member of our sports team and born and raised in Chiefs Kingdom, so a welcome addition to the show.
Yeah, besides having a great first name.
Of course.
You know, Dan. He's doing a great job getting up to speed. Tulsa, Oklahoma native, went to Oklahoma State, covered the Cowboys at his last television station that he worked at, but he says, of course, he's a lifelong,
we'll forgive him for that.
Lifelong Chiefs fan.
Yeah, I would have hit him with this, like, boom, boom, literally.
Coming up, we take a look at Sammy Watkins and his fellow wide receivers as KC Blitz returns in just a minute. Welcome back to the Blitz pregame show. Sure, having the NFL's MVP is a huge plus for the Kansas City Chiefs, but somebody has to catch all those touchdown passes. The Chiefs' 65 TPT production unit focuses on the receivers in this franchise story.
Ones, hey, let's go. Let's go. How fast can we play? Fine work.
Hey, let's come out here and dominate, dog. Every drill that we do, let's dominate. Wide outs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I was joking with Andy that he was going to have a hard time figuring out plays for all of his talented receivers. He's got so many.
Nice, nice, nice. 8-1-0. Okay, so one thing, and just keep this in mind, because our defense is going to challenge us. Hand-to-hand combat.
Speed. Oh, yes.
Be able to be press man, and then what is the answer if they present it, all right? And all that comes back to what? That New England game. So that's what we expected. Beat man, bro.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Get up, get set. Head around, head around, head around. Nice, nice, nice. Get upfield, don't run without it. Hey, Salmon, accelerate, okay? Keep it high and tight, accelerate. Let me see a 3-step burst. When you utilize all that body. Nice, nice, nice. Good, good.
Hey, let's push it, baby. Push it to the limit.
Got a lot of competition on that wide out.
Sure does. Sure does.
Sammy looks good.
How about that catch he made early? The first inning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the ball that was high.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a catch.
Yeah. Such a great guy, too.
Just focus on being physical. As long as you physical, bro, everything will play out. Yeah, I would have hit him with this, like, boom, boom, literally.
Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
What a catch. What a catch.
1-7. Come here. We're going to need you at a critical time. You're going to have to make a big play when everything ain't feeling perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right? So you got to learn to strain. Strain, strain, strain.
like how Nicole's trying to work his way in there. That's a smart move right there. He's been taking notes from Dieter, obviously.
Good work today, fellas. Good work.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go, man. I'm getting better as I go.
How about this good news? We got a 10-10-10 tomorrow, then a day off.
For real? I'm prepared now, man. It don't matter what we do.
That was a good-looking first practice from my vantage point.
Yeah.
You feel so?
Yeah. I run pretty good.
Nicole is following in the footsteps of Dieter there.
You gotta go?
He caught that one hand.
Oh, yeah.
One hand in wrist.
Hang out close to 15.
Yeah, you got to know how to do that.
Yeah.
15 forced that one into him last night just so he could get a catch.
Yep.
He should have gone to Dieter.
He knows that. Good work today. Good work. Good work. Good work.
Now, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a group of personalities quite like those Chiefs receivers, but the guys they've been lining up against at camp may give them a run for their money, and honestly, it takes a certain level of hard hits and smack talk to play defense in the NFL.
Hey, D-Roll. Good to go today? Did you know it was Harold's birthday yesterday? I did. I knew that. How old are you? How old were you yesterday? 26. Young lad. Birthday guy. I knew you guys didn't even know, right? How about that? Here we go.
The motto we've been kind of hanging our hat on is chase perfection, rely on relentless. And I believe defensively it's always going to come back to the relentless part. Talent gets you to a certain point. The great teams, the defenses that do get into the Super Bowl, that help their teams get there and ultimately win it, the teams that give the effort.
There you go, Reg. Nobody runs circles.
I'm about to trip. Let's go, 5. Make a play, dog. We got to dig deep. This 4th quarter right here, dog. Push. Oh, yeah. Where they show up to now? I like that. Down your feet, dog. I know he'll cheat. I'm a penny badger, though.
Yeah, Reg. There you go, Reg. That always helps, right, Reg? Being physical always helps.
Every team in the league that's got a new coordinator putting in a new system has a challenge in the first quarter of the season. Because it takes the full first quarter of the season before you get comfortable with it. And history will say that it's tough to do. But I wanted those guys to feel that right away and know that it is a challenge, and we're going to try to buck that trend and be a lot better.
Ready? Feet, go. Find it. That's a good job, Colin. That's nice work. You want to get some of these running backs in the game on Saturday, don't you? Yeah, knock them back.
Now, when we come back, we'll check in on the enemy, the San Francisco 49ers. KC Blitz will be right back. Welcome back to KC Blitz pregame. The Chiefs will host San Francisco in tonight's third exhibition game. Now, last year at Arrowhead, the Niners watched quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo go down with a torn ACL. It was one of many season-ending injuries that was a big reason for the Niners' 5-12 record. But it's 2019 and Garoppolo is back and healthy. San Francisco has Matt Breida at running back and new faces in the wide receiving core, including Jalen Hurd out of Baylor. Defensively, San Fran had to retool on the defensive line. They traded for former Chief D. Ford, and they got Nick Bosa out of Ohio State in the second round. So far this preseason, the Niners beat both the Cowboys and the Broncos, so they'll look to square off with the Chiefs tonight.
And we want to remind everyone that Art Haynes, the voice of the Bears and the pregame voice of the Chiefs, along with Ned Reynolds, are back this season for KC Blitz. They will break down the previous game, chat with current and former Chiefs, and look ahead to the next game. It's going to air Saturday nights at 8:30 on KOZL Z27, starting on September 7th. And that's going to wrap it up for KC Blitz. We are going to send you now to Arrowhead. For Matt, I'm Dan. We'll see you next week.